Really?
So today we're going to talk about paying for chores. It seems to be a hot topic with parents for some reason. It's a debate that people have, so I'm just going to give my opinion. Take it or leave it. It's totally okay with me. But here's what we did in our house. If it was something that my husband or I did and we got paid for example, I actually did a small business from home when my kids were growing up. So if they were helping me with that by getting books ready or helping me with deliveries or whatever, they got paid for that. If it was things that my husband and I didn't get paid for, in other words, if we were washing dishes, cleaning toilets, all those kind of things, cutting grass, and we needed help to do those things, then we didn't pay our kids for that stuff. But our children knew that they would have everything provided for them that they needed. So we took care of making sure that if they had they needed clothes or shoes, food, obviously housing, but if they wanted to attend a sports event or they wanted to take swimming lessons, any of those things, we would pay for those things because we weren't paying them for chores. But we also made sure that if we paid for those things, that they actually followed through and actually did them. And the other thing that we did do a lot of is kind of splitting chores and making sure that they all learned. My main goal was to really make it so that by the time they actually moved out, they knew how to do everything in the house. And they knew how to clean the bathrooms, they knew how to vacuum, they knew how to do dishes, they knew how to cut the grass. All those things that needed to be done in the house, they knew how to do. So we would take a period of time, 6 months or so, and this would be their chore for every week for that particular item. And the other reason why in our heads, logically, we just always thought, you know what, if you're part of the problem, you need to be part of the solution. And so our children live in our houses and they eat and they are using dishes and they're using the bathrooms. Therefore, they need to learn as early as possible that they need to also be part of the solution. So when my kids were old enough and they started asking why I make my bed every day or why I make their bed every day, then I would tell them and then I'd say, and so now you should start making your bed. Because if they're asking the questions at this point, they are ready. It didn't take them long, however, to figure out that, man, I'm just not going to ask that question, or I'm not going to say I'm bored, because boredom meant they need to get outside and get some exercise, or they need to help me do some house chores. So that's what we did, and those are my reasons why we did what we did. Hopefully you can see some logic in them, and if you have different reasons of why you do what you do, I'd love to have your comments on this, and let me know your thoughts, because we all think differently for a reason. So have a great day, everyone.